What's good, everybody out there? We got some breaking news as Matt Ryan made his first hire. He hires Kevin Stefanski to be his new head coach in Atlanta. Mike, what's your thoughts on this hire?
Terrible signing. Um, Wrong city, wrong team. Doesn't really matter what you feel about Shador, if that was gonna work, or if it wasn't gonna work, or if it will work in the future. But we know there was all types of turmoil with him and Shador. We obviously know who Shador's dad is, probably arguably the number one legend from Falcons history. Primetime Deion Sanders. So that to bring someone that I'm just gonna spitball here and say that Deion Sanders probably isn't fond of to come coach the Atlanta Falcons in a predominantly black community. Um, Matt Ryan just showed us how out of touch he is with his own team that he played for a very long time. Like you would have had. I mean, at this point, judging off his first thing, which would be his first job of helping them get a coach. It seems to me like you might as well have just hired Michael Vick. At least he would have got the assignment. I mean, like, it, Matt Ryan didn't get the assignment, and Stefanski's gonna get booed out this door. Like, I already see Atlanta fans, a few of them online, talk about their boycotting tickets if he if he's still coaching the first game. Like, it just is it's a bonehead hire. What are your thoughts?
Uh, I think it's a bonehead hire for the reasons that you made, but I understand why Matt Ryan made the hire. He made the hire because he said he wants a coach that can come in and develop Michael Penix. So Kevin Stefanski being an offensive minded, Baker Mayfield did play well under him, and then they made the decision that they went as far as they could with Baker. They need to get Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that was the owner's decision or I think it is the owner's decision because they're still trying to play Deshaun Watson. I guess the owner figures that since I'm paying him this money, he might as well play for me. But that Deshaun Watson trade kind of messed them up, and I think Matt Ryan's also looking at it too. Like when Deshaun Watson got hurt, they still made the playoffs with Joe Flacco. I don't know what Kevin Stefanski's history is as far as developing quarterbacks.
That was
Kirk
my next
Cousins did
question.
have his best years under him when he was the OC in Minnesota. Um, but from that standpoint, I see why Matt Ryan made this hire because he's looking at Michael Penix. They need a quarterback. I mean, the coach to develop him, but at the same time, taking the Dion Shador thing aside, I think they could have gotten somebody. I don't know if they'll be better than Stefanski, but there's some of these young OCs out here that they could have called in for an interview and probably hired. I mean, they interviewed Mike McDaniels. I think he did a good job with Tua, a left-handed quarterback. So he could do something with Michael Penix, another left-handed quarterback. But at the same time, Matt Ryan also has a decision to make because he has to decide since he didn't draft Michael Penix, his predecessor did. Is Michael Penix going to be the guy because he's coming off his third ACL and they have to make a decision after the 2026 season, and that is do the same thing with that Houston has to make this offseason, which is do we give Michael Penix an extension or do we pick up his 5th year option? So they got to see what they have in him. So from that standpoint, I understand the hire, but I think they could have went in a different direction than Stefanski. I know Stefanski is a former coach of the year, and a lot of people like to bring that up when talking about him, but I don't know. He doesn't really move the needle for me.
I think too many of these teams get in the mode of recycling coaches. It's like I keep seeing these same faces of coaches that never win but always get jobs, and it just always brings me back to one time I heard on ESPN people saying that um, the people that always get jobs and you never see win are the people who have the best PR teams and who are cool with the most people on TV and they're cool with most people behind scenes. So they got all these people pushing for you to sign them, but they're really not that good at their job. They're just not that
But
good.
from I want to instead of Stefanski, I want to focus on Matt Ryan because we talked about this last week when he got the job.
Mhm.
Is he qualified for this job? And you and I we used John Elway as an example. Like he really wasn't qualified when he got the same job with the Broncos, but he did a good job. They won. He was smart enough to know that we can't win with Tim Tebow, so he got rid of him. Signed Peyton Manning. They had a nice 4-year run, went to two Super Bowls, won one, lost one, and now they're having success. And so we try to give Matt Ryan the benefit of the doubt. But with Matt Ryan, he's only been out of the league for 3 years, and he's been on TV, so he doesn't really have experience um hiring coaches or scouting or anything like that. So do you think this is just kind of like a thing where Matt Ryan's like, okay, this is a coach that I've heard of or know of, so we'll just go with this guy?
Man, I was willing to give Matt Ryan a chance here, but I think he's gonna fall on his face after after seeing this. Like, look at Peyton. John Elway took over a job and and did whatever he could do to get Peyton Manning,
Well, yeah,
right?
you do like we ain't winning shit with Tim Tebow. No
Yeah,
matter how much the fans love him, we can't. We're not winning the Super Bowl.
yeah, and you also know with Peyton Manning, you really didn't even need a coach because he's really like a coach at the line, right?
Right.
So when you and I get it, they had to get a coach here. So don't get me wrong with that. But I feel like I was hoping Matt Ryan would be the guy that maybe, and not saying that I want to lose one of these young guys on the Rams, but get one of these young Rams coaches to go over there with the talent you have, or bring in a Mike McDaniels, even if you piled them up with somebody and he kid was willing to come for OC and somebody else be the head coach. I wanted to see them do something like that. Like I feel like this is a lateral move. Like this isn't gonna be no better than Raheem Morris. Like it's if anything, Raheem in year two would probably be a lot better than what Stefanski is gonna be in year one. And as far as like the Minnesota days, those are a long time ago. Um, the Browns winning games was kind of a long time ago. Um, it's supposed to be a what have you done for us lately league, and man, Stefanski ain't done nothing lately besides steal money. Like, so I don't understand why you'd be anxious to get him in the building when he hasn't done anything lately. I feel like you should have been asking to interview some of these coaches that are on winning teams and winning coaches and have like some, like new scheme or a younger way of looking at things that could come in and pile him in there with Penix and Bijan and Pitts like in London. Like this is like it's a lateral move. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if his concern is okay, we need a coach that can develop Michael Penix. I mean, who has Kevin Stefanski really developed?
And that's the big problem there. I off the top, I would have to, deep dive, but off the top of the head, I don't know one. He didn't develop anybody. Cleveland that I could think of. Minnesota, I mean, Cousins didn't need to be developed. Like Washington really is with he got his development in Washington. So with McVay and them. So that
And what's John Gruden's brother's name? That was the coach at the time.
um oh man, I can't
Gruden.
think.
We'll just say Gruden, but
It's a
yeah,
Gruden, but mind you, I think they had Shanahan on that staff, McVay, McDaniels. Like, listen, Kirk Cousins was all right when he came to you, my brother.
yeah.
He was doing just fine. So I don't know anything that Stefanski
I
did.
mean, maybe Case Keenum when they went to the NFC Championship game that one year.
Ah,
But they had so much faith in Case Keenum that the next year even though they went to the championship, they got rid of him and brought in Kirk Cousins.
and another guy. Not saying Case Keenum is great, and he was decent, but his development was where it
Was he with
it
the
was.
Rams first or the Vikings first? I
It
can't
was
remember.
with the Rams. His development was with the Rams. So that's the thing. It's like these ain't guys that he developed. It's like he's probably a decent coach. He's done decent things, but right now, nah, come on, bro. You might as well. If this is what you're telling me you was gonna do, you should have just stuck with Raheem. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe the owner fired Raheem because he knew he was going to hire Matt Ryan. and maybe he wanted Matt Ryan to have his own guy. But I mean, I'm still curious about this Matt Ryan thing because like I'm not really impressed with his first coaching hire, and we still don't even know how if he's even capable of drafting. We gonna see how he does in the draft too, and
Yeah,
and evaluating talent.
yeah. I don't know, man. This is gonna be this gonna be a rough situation. I feel like maybe Matt Ryan has a relationship with Stefanski, but that's already looking. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of teams look at it this way, but I would have preferred you go and get somebody that really is gonna bring something special to the table versus you being a little bit cool with the dude. It's like the NFL is moving forward, and I feel like Stefanski is one of those guys stuck in the middle, going backwards, not going forwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this kind of feels like Tom Brady last year. 'Cause a lot of people said that it was Tom Brady's decision to hire Pete Carroll with the Raiders,
Like,
and it's like, does Tom Brady really know that many coaches, or he's just going with Pete Carroll because he competed against him?
yeah, like why wouldn't they reach out to the Rams and ask to talk to Mike LaFleur? Like I just like I said, I don't understand why you would instantly jump on Stefanski. It's like it's a
Well, even if
dumb
you want to go with the retread coach, like why not Robert Saleh?
I bro, this is what I'm telling you. Like I'm looking at this signing and thinking like there's 10 coaches if I was the Atlanta Falcons that I would want over him. So I don't see the connection. I don't maybe there's something I'm missing. We can obviously come back at a later date and touch on this again, but I think this is
Yeah,
a
I
F.
gotta,
It's a
I
F.
got, yeah, I got to Google Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski, see if there's like any connection there between the two, if they knew each other beforehand.
Yeah, I'm just right as of right now. Without any, without deep diving on anything or knowing about any behind the scenes thing we're missing here, right? I'm giving this a F. Like this is by far a F.
The only benefit of the doubt I would give Matt Ryan for making this hire,
Yeah.
that Matt Ryan is obviously he's inexperienced in this job. And so maybe Kevin Stefanski, who is experienced, could help him out as far as picking players, drafting players, things of that nature.
Cool. So basically, and I agree with you, but so basically what we're saying here is because Matt Ryan's so underqualified that he's bringing in a bad coach to help him do his job. It's
Yeah,
like, all
like
right.
it wouldn't surprise me if in 2 years Matt Ryan fires Kevin Stefanski and actually hires a real coach once he figures out how to actually do this job.
Well, hopefully he figures that out sooner rather than later. Because in 2 years, the Falcons might have a bunch of players that want to leave. So I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be another interesting too, because there's still players on this Falcons team like Kyle Pitts who played with Matt Ryan, and now he's their boss.
Yeah,
So like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
yeah, I don't know, man. But
This
that,
was John Elway when the Broncos hired John Elway. John Elway had been retired for like 15 years.
yeah,
Matt Ryan was just retired. Like it feels like yesterday.
that 28-3 still lingers in everybody's memory too. So it's like I
Even
don't
in his memory, he and during the press conference, he's like, "Yeah, I got unfinished business with the Falcons."
yo,
Like
good
he's
luck.
still trying to win a Super Bowl there.
He's trying to just finish running them into the ground. Little did they know. He said, "What, you still standing? Psst, I got this. I'll be back." You know what I'm saying? You thought 28-3 was bad. Wait till I trade Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Kyle
Like,
Pitts.
now he might keep all of them. He just might look at Michael Penix like, you know what, fuck this. I'm coming out of retirement.
Is-
I'm playing. I'm the quarterback.
Yo, the direction he's going, his next hiring is probably gonna be Chip Kelly. So
Oh,
so we'll see how this goes. He's gonna bring that prolific offense that we've been waiting for the past 15 years. He's gonna bring that to Atlanta and make sure he trades
offense
all
he
the
had
good
in
players.
college that can't work in the NFL.
Bro, it's bad. It's bad. But I want to make sure everybody watching this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and head on over to W Energy. Use the code Mob Squad 508. Get 10% off all your purchases. Is there anything else you want to throw out there about this signing?
Nah, but Matt Ryan's gonna need some W energy because, like I said, he has to learn how to scout, pick players, draft players.
Well,
Like,
listen. maybe we'll mail him out some of that bleeding orange.
Yeah, he's gonna need it.
Yeah, he's just gonna be bleeding red. It's not gonna be orange, but we gonna send him that energy over there. Hopefully he could try that out and he could, make sure he's awake to scout these players because I mean, I can't even think anything good Stefanski's drafted neither. So was and I know he's not a drafter, it's GM's job, but man, listen, coaches have influence now, and he ain't done much in a long
He's
time.
gonna have influence on this job because Matt Ryan don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Said Matt Ryan is gonna just send him a text like, "Yo, text me the player to draft."
Yeah.
I don't even what position? What position? He's gonna say, "Ah, yeah, tack." He's gonna be like, "Tax the draft the dude right there, JJ Watson." He's gonna be like, "Cool, pull up." They draft JJ Watson. Yo, the running back. Oh, I thought you meant the safety. Everything's going wrong, bro. Everything's going wrong. I didn't know they had the same name. Watch.
Like Matt Ryan said, I don't even watch college football. I don't even know who none of these players are.
Oh man. Well, with that being said, let them know where to find us, bro, man. We,
Oh,
we'll, we'll stop being wreck on Matt.
yeah, man, all nothing but love for Matt Ryan. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and I think that's it. I don't think I left anything out.
Well, if there's anything else, they're on the other videos. We're on everything. Let us know what else we need to get on. But we out of here, people. Enjoy your weekend. Rams house.
Rams house.